What's up there, people? I'm Chef Michael Reyes, and you're watching The Hungry Wino. What is the deal with pumpkin? Everywhere you go, pumpkin this, pumpkin that. You go to your favorite trader market, and there's pumpkin lattes, breads, snow cones, whatever you want. So thinking about that, I thought about our cornbread stuffing that we made. Why not make a pumpkin stuffing? There's a lot of ingredients that we have that goes great with pumpkin. So let's check it out. So I have some leftover pumpkin bread that I made, and then we have a little bit of roasted pecans. Now, once again, to do the roasted pecans, put in a 350-degree oven for about 5 or 6 minutes, just to the point where you can smell them and they get a little toasty. And then I have some chopped up apples. The apple gives it a nice flavor because it's kind of sour, sweet, sour, savory. Also with the savory, I have some red onions. Red onions and pumpkin are like, peanut butter and jelly. They go really nice. Same with carrots. And I have my herbs, just like last time. Thyme and some parsley. And I'm gonna do a little bit of orange zest. All these flavors, really match. So let's talk about the procedure. I have a cast iron skillet here. This is a great tool. We used it last time, but I really didn't talk about it. This cast iron skillet is, old. I wish it was passed down from, grandparent to grandparent, but that's just a shiny story. I bought this like 5 years ago. You have a nice seasoned pan. I can make steaks, biscuits, whatever I want I can make in this thing. It's really a valuable tool to have. And everything will be made in this cast iron skillet. So I want to crank up the heat. And just like the previous deal, I want to build some flavors. I have a little bit of oil. So I have some onions that will go in, nice hot pan. I want to add my carrots. And I'm going to let these saute for a little while. Again, we're just trying to get these a little bit cooked. So we're looking for the carrots to get a little tender, not too much tender. And this will probably go for like 5 or 6 minutes. So you can let it sit after we get it coated full of oil. Once again, if your pan looks dry, which this is not, add a little bit more oil. If by chance you guys went crazy with the oil, which I see a lot of, new cooks do, take some out because we're not frying our ingredients, we're sauteing them. So take a little bit of that extra oil out. So you just want a nice sheen like you see on the carrots. So let this go for like 5 or 6 minutes. After about 4 or 5 minutes, this is what we have. So I got to finish off sauteing my apples. Now for the apples, I just want to get them hot. I'm not looking for caramelization. They have a lot of water, so they're going to start getting all that fond in the bottom of the pan off of it. And I just want to coat it. Once I coat it, like so, I want to get a little bit of the salt going in the flavors. So I have salt, a little bit of the pepper. Start building some flavors. Get this going. Now, if you'd like to, you can add some chili flake to this. It'd be totally nice, but I want to keep it kind of simple. So just like the previous episode, I want to mix this with my pumpkin bread. Take it right to it. I'm gonna mix this bad boy up. And now I can add the rest of my ingredients. I want to do a little bit of the pecans. That looks good to me. It's about a cup of pecans. And I want to add my parsley. 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3. Add some of my thyme. This is about a teaspoon. Get that mixed in. Now I want to add my stock. I'm only going to start with 1 cup first, just to mix it and see where we're at. Now, like I said in the previous episode, you really can't add too much because it's going to dry out and go in the oven anyway. But I just want to see the texture. I also want to add my butter for, browning and crispness. Who doesn't like crisp dressing? This is 1 stick of butter. Now, for you people that are freaking out, if you like to add margarine, add margarine. But, Thanksgiving, why not, go all the way? So mix this together. As you can see, it's starting to be getting moist here. But look at the color. You got some orange, got some green, nice brown. I think that's it as far as that goes. Now last but not least, I want to get that orange zest in. Gets a nice acidic sweetness to it. I don't need too much. Whatever this half of an orange gives me, I'll take. Make sure we get it all. You can just smell the nice aroma of that orange. It's going to go nicely with this dressing. Now I didn't add that much salt. We had the salt when we first sauteed it. The pumpkin bread already has your seasonings like mace and allspice and nutmeg and that kind of thing. But you can check it. So go ahead and just take a little taste. If you need to liven up the flavor, a little salt will do it. So I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and mix it in. And I think we're good to go. Now I talked about the usefulness of the cast iron skillet. We're going to cook it right back in the skillet. So you have those bits and crumbs inside of that skillet already. You can go ahead and take it out. If your pan is nice and seasoned like this one, this stuff comes right out. And once it's out, I want to spray it with just a simple olive oil spray or a butter spray. And I'm going to add my stuffing right back into it. This gives us a nice texture. It'll give it crunch on the bottom. And obviously, since it's in the oven and it has that butter, the top will be crunchy. You'll get a nice wedge of stuffing. Nice and crisp, good texture. As you can see, the pan's still a little bit hot. I'm just going to mix it around. And it's ready to go. Now I have a preheated oven, about 400 degrees. I'm going to bake it probably for half hour to 45 minutes. Now, if by chance, this is the thing, if the water evaporates and you look at it and it's fork tender and it's crispy on the outside, it's done. That's all we're looking for. So as far as time goes, it really depends. Half hour, 45 minutes. So it's been in the oven for about 40 minutes. I just pulled it out. So this is what it looks like, nice and colorful. We got the oranges, we got the white, and we got caramelization from the bread. Notice it's still crispy. Now let me give it a taste. Get a little carrot in there. Pumpkin flavors, pumpkin spices, really nice. I got a lot of the thyme and the orange. Really, really good, nice and crunchy. Now to be honest, this is the first time I've made this, and it came out really, really good. I hope you try the recipe, and when you do, let me know how it turns out in the comments. Now, if you're not subscribed, now is the time to do it, because next episode, we're gonna fry this big bird. Not the big yellow one, but this one. I'm Chef Michael Reyes. You've been watching Hungry Winos. See you next time.